Welcome back, everybody. We are going to do crafts again today. So my theme for this week is underwater, specifically under the ocean, into the sea. So we're actually going to do two things this week. We are going to make a crab and we are going to make an octopus. Now again, Teacher Lisa prefers to try and do things with craft items we might have at home. So to do the octopus, which we're going to start with first, you're going to need our handy dandy toilet paper roll, and you're going to need either paper that you can color, or what I actually happen to have this time, and what I'm going to use is I have colored paper. Now, if you are going to be using white paper that you're going to color, you're going to want to get busy and you're going to want to start coloring it. So, don't worry, just take your time, do a beautiful design. I mean, octopuses can be whatever magical color you want them to be. Okay? So you can pause the video while you color it, and then you can always come back. Alright? Now, if you happen to have colored paper like I do, what you're going to do, and you're going to do it with your regular colored paper once you've colored it, is you're going to wrap your toilet paper roll in, well actually, you know what, you're going to start by actually putting some glue on your toilet paper roll. So you're going to need your glue stick. You're going to put some glue onto your toilet paper roll so that your paper sticks. Okay? So, here we go. Start rolling it around. Ooh, it is sticky. Ooh, very sticky. Goodness gracious. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay. See, it's going all the way around. It's getting all the way around. So, because now I'm getting all the way around, I'm actually going to want to put some more glue, so when I get to the other side, it will seal up. Okay, so I'm putting more glue. Now if you have tape, you can always use tape too, couldn't you? Yeah, tape's an awesome tool. I just couldn't find where my tape went today. I think my kids probably used it up. Now look, you've got a really long tube. Now here's where it's going to get interesting. Now the next tool you're going to need to make your octopus, and you're going to want to be careful. So you might want to have your adult handy to help you do this. You're going to need your scissors. Now I'm going to say it's not always easy to do this because octopuses have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. Now, Teacher Lisa has done this craft before, and I will tell you, when I try to cut the legs, I do not always end up with 8 legs. Is it a problem? No. It's just the octopus that I have. So what we're going to do is, see at this end, you can kind of see, is where my toilet paper tube is. On this end is where my paper is, and that's where we're going to cut. We're going to cut up. See, I made one cut here. So we're going to cut little slices to make some legs. Here, I'm going to cut another one. See? There. I've got one leg. And we can kind of curl them. There's a leg. Then we're going to cut again. I might have to find some tape, guys, because my glue job is not working too perfectly. Let's cut another leg. There's 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up with more legs than I thought this time. You see, I kind of fold it over so I get little feet. Get little feet on him. Get little feet on the ends of his legs. See, like that. We can kind of curl them up. And because my paper was sort of doubled up, you can always rip out part of it. I'm gonna keep cutting my way around. Yeah, here I thought I was gonna have more than enough legs. I think I'm actually gonna be short. Okay, now you can kind of, now you see how I'm sort of spreading it like that? And you can sort of see it sort of spreads. Now, look at that. He's got a whole bunch of feet, he's got a whole bunch of legs. Now the other thing he needs some eyes. Now you can do this a whole bunch of ways. You can actually just take, you know, some markers and draw. You can take a Sharpie and draw. You can take a crayon and draw. One thing that's kind of fun is if you have a hole punch, or your mom and dad or your grown-up has a hole punch, you can do a hole punch. Now I will say that teachers, sometimes we have, you know, kind of cool craft things at our house, and I happen to have a really kind of big giant hole punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this big hole punch to make two big circles for his eyes. Now, you are amazing artists because I have seen some of the work you guys have been doing, and you can always cut circles. Now, if you cut the circles, you can cut giant, you can cut ovals, you could cut diamonds, you could cut squares, you could cut heart eyes if you want. Then, what you're going to do is you're going to glue them to your octopus. So here I'm going to glue his eyes. See, that happens. Artists drop their tools all the time. There's his one eye. There's his other eye. See, there's his eyes. Now, but he needs something in the middles of his eyes because he doesn't have his pupils in the middle of his eyes, so he can't quite see. So I'm going to still need my Sharpie. So I'm going to draw his eyes. There. Whoop. There's our octopus. He needs a face. He needs a mouth. So I'm going to give him a little mouth. Give him a mouth. Give him a little smile. There's our little octopus. See? That was a super quick and easy one. All right. Now we're going to do our crab. And again, paper tube. Put the glue on the tube, wrap your paper, cut your legs, fold it. Fold so you get your feet. You can either draw your eyes, you can cut some circles or ovals, or use markers and add some features. You can put some nose. You can put designs all over their legs if you wanted. So that's your one craft. Now we're going to do our second craft, which is a crab. Now the crab is a little more challenging, but because you guys are amazing artists, I know we can do this. Now, the first thing you're going to start with is a paper plate. Now, I'm hoping most everybody has a paper plate at home. I think most of us usually do. Usually somewhere around the house we do. Now the first thing that you should do when doing your paper plate craft to do the crab is you're going to want to draw a line across halfway. Now I think you guys can do that. Pretty sure you can. You might want a grown-up to help you, or you can ask them to help a little bit. So again, so halfway across the plate, just draw a line. Is it going to be perfect? Maybe, maybe not, but see, my line's not exactly perfect, but it's halfway across the plate. Now, you want to be able to see that line because what we're going to do next is we're going to color our paper plate. Now, I just wanted to, because when I'm thinking of the crabs that I sometimes get at the beach, they're kind of red, and they're sometimes pink, and sometimes they're orange. And so the crayons that I found that I wanted to use today I wanted to use a crayon. I know I usually say I like to use pencil crayons, but today I just want to use a regular crayon. So I chose red. So what I'm going to do is I am going to color my plate. Okay, so we're all going to color our plates. So we're thinking about the crabs at the beach. This is actually a really good time of year to go to the beach and look for crabs if you have a chance, because when the tide is out, if you look around the rocks on the beach, sometimes you can find, hiding in the shallow pools under the rocks, you can find little baby crabs. And you can actually pick them up if you are very, very gentle. Now, they will not bite you. They don't pinch you because they're so little. They're little pinchers. Don't do anything. They're very gentle. They're usually more scared of you than you are of them, but they're very interesting to look at. They're also, when you put them back down on the sand, they are very fast. They move so quickly. You will be so surprised how fast they can move for being such little tiny sea creatures. And eventually, they'll go back into the ocean or the sound, and they will grow to be big, big crabs, to be about that size. But when you find them right now, like, they're about that big. So they're very cute. I like to go to the beach and actually look for them right around now. Okay, so right now, my plate's kind of looking like this, and I need to color this edge too. So it's going to get a little noisy because the edge of my plate has got a texture to it. So you should be doing this coloring too. Oh my goodness, quite the noise. So, it's a great sunny day today to go to the beach. It's supposed to get a little bit cloudy and rainy this week, but it's still a great time to go to the beach because not as many people are there. So sometimes it's easier to find the crabs and stuff because no one else is there. So it's a good time to go look for them. So no one else is looking underneath the rocks except for you and maybe your grown-up or your family. All right, I'm almost all the way around. Oh, so close. Weird sound, I know. Okay, there we go. I colored all the way around my paper plate and it's all red. And I can still see my line. So the next thing I'm gonna do, we're all gonna do, is once we finished coloring and we can see our line, is we're gonna take our handy dandy scissors and we're gonna cut across that line. We're gonna follow that line and we're gonna cut across it. So here we go. I'm going down that line. It's not always easy because the paper plate gets in the way, but just be patient and you can do it. Just take your time. Oh, look at that. 2 sides. What? Okay. Now with one of the sides, we're going to want to draw another line down this way. What? What's she talking about? Another line? Yes, another line. So either you can do it, which I'm sure you can, or you're grown up. And we're going to go halfway down. So we're going to go halfway down. What? See, there we go. Another line. Guess what we're going to do along that line? Cut. How did you know? You guys are so smart. So here we go. We're going to cut using our handy dandy scissors. Here we go. Cut. Cut along that line. Again, it's kind of hard. That plate gets in the way, but patient, patient, patient. Ta-da! Looks like 2 little pieces of pie. Okay. Now with these little handy dandy triangles, what we're going to do is we're going to fold them in half. Fold them in half. See, look, I'm folding it in half. So my little piece of pie is now folded in half. I'm going to do it with the other one as well. Okay, folding it in half. There it is, my little triangle, and I'm folding it in half. Is it perfect fold in half? No, you see, I can't get this one to fold perfectly in half. Is it a problem? No. If it is a problem, it's a teeny tiny one. It's not one to have a pitch a fit over. Okay, look, there it is. Crazy. Now, the other thing you can do if you want is now that they're folded in half, you can see they've got a line in there, is you can, and I might do this just to show you, is you can color the inside of that. You can color the inside of that red as well. So I'm just going to try and do it quickly so we can see. So here we go. Oh, there's one. There's one. There's one I colored red. I'll do the same on the other one. And you'll see why in just a minute. So you're going, Teacher Lisa, I don't get how this is going to turn into a crab. Because right now, I've got 2 triangles and half a circle. Okay, people. So now, here's the next part. We're going to put all these pieces to the side. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to also find another piece of white paper. You could probably, this is going to be fun. We're going to do some more cutting. So what I want you to do is draw 2 big white circles. So let's see here. I'm going to use my crayon to trace, to make a circle. There's 1 circle. And there's 2 circles. Okay. So I've got 2 circles. Let's see. Can you see my circles? There's my circles. All right. So now we're going to cut out our circles. All right. Cutting, cutting, cutting. I know, lots of cutting today, but this is good for your hands. Good practice. Because you know, when we're in big kid school, guess what? There's lots of cutting. So it's good for us to practice. Can you guess what we're going to turn these circles into? I bet you can't. Did I hear someone say eyes? How did that person, how did you know? You knew because they were white and they were circles and you saw us do white and circles on the octopus? You're a genius. I say a genius. All right. I made my 2 white circle eyes. Yes, I need to put something in the middle of them. Okay. So I'm going to put dots. I can do small dots or big. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just use my black crayon again. So I'm going to put big dots in the big dots. Here we go. There's 1 dot in the middle of one eye. And I'm going to do the same on the other. So I'm just going to use the table though this time. Okay. So you're going to put the big dots in the middle of your eyes. Your big white eyes for your crab. So. Now we have 2 white. What? What? Are you saying that looks strange? You guys, I don't know why everyone is always laughing at me. All right, now here's stage 1. Here's what you're going to do. There's our red body for our crab. Now what you're going to do is with your circle, you're actually going to fold a little bit of the bottom of the circle. So I'm taking a little bit of my bottom of my circle. See, there we go. I'm going to take a little bit of the bottom. So it doesn't quite look like a circle anymore, but I folded some of it. Some of it is over. Okay, so I'm going to do that with both circles. So I'm going to take my circle, and I'm going to fold some of it over. Not all of it, but just a little bit. So it's kind of, you see, it's kind of not a circle anymore. It's kind of a little wobbly woo circle. So, and why I'm going to do that is because on that flat part that we just folded over, I'm going to put some glue. Okay. Now I'm going to put some glue on that. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on that. And then, watch what I'm going to do. There's my body. There's the flat part of my crab. And I'm going to put the eye right there. And then see, look, his eye sticks up. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. I'm going to put some glue on the flat part, and I'm going to put it on to the flat part of my crab. It looks a little bit weird. See there? There's my crab. It looks a little strange here. Now it's kind of hard to see because the computer is So there we go. And let's see if we can get it. Kind of like that. So we kind of have his eyes. Now, here's the challenging part. I'm going to say this part is challenging. You might want a grown-up. Now, these are actually going to be your crab claws. Now, I found when I've done this before, if I try to connect these, you can connect them just like this, but it doesn't look as good. If I connected them with paper, you know what happens? Paper is so loosey-goosey, flimsy-whimsy, it kind of flips and flops. So what I found I would do is I took a little bit of like an old like cereal box, or actually yesterday my kids had pizza, frozen pizza, so I took part of a frozen pizza box and I cut some of that box away, some cardboard, not super thick cardboard, but some super thin cardboard, so I could make a strip. So I'm just going to cut a straight strip like that, and I'm going to cut another one like that. And then I'm going to cover it in paper. I know. Why am I going to do that? Just because I want to color it red. You could, if your cardboard is white, go ahead. Use that white cardboard. But mine is not. Mine is brown cardboard, and it's not going to look red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color. I'm going to color my paper, and then I'm going to wrap my cardboard in it. I'm going to glue it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to quickly color some of my paper. Same color as my Krabby Krab. Same color as my Krabby Krab. Here we go. Krabby Krab color. Krabby color. I wonder why people say that red is a crabby color. I mean, I know that the mood meter at school shows that red is angry, but do you think crabs are angry? I'm not quite sure. All right, so here we go. There's my red paper. There's my cardboard, and I'm just gonna fold it over and glue this on, and then look. My cardboard doesn't look like cardboard. It just looks like a red piece of paper, but it's not flimsy whimsy, okay? So here we go. Doing this, doing this. Let's see if it sticks. What? It stuck. My brilliant plan worked. So now I need to stick it to my crab claw. Okay, so I'm going to stick some glue on this and on the inside of my crab claw. And then I'm going to stick them together like that, okay? So let's do that together. I'm going to put some on the ends of my cardboard stick, and I'm going to put some on the inside, the small part of my pie, my triangle shape. Okay, there we go. They've got lots of glue in there, so it will stick. And then I'm going to stick those two together. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to bend open my crab claw a little bit because I think it looks kind of neat when I do it that way. Look, I got a crab claw. Who I'm going to stick to my crab in just a minute. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with our other crab claw. So I colored my paper, and I'm going to wrap it around my other piece of cardboard. Okay, so let's do this. Wrapping it around, Okay, just a second here. I'm just going to do a little trimming because I have a little bit too much paper this time. Okay, there we go. My red piece of paper wrapping my cardboard. Now, just like the last time, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the ends, on the one end, and then I'm going to take my other crab claw, and on the corner down here where we folded, I'm going to put some more glue too, so that my cardboard sticks. Okay, here we go. stick them together. Voila. And open my claw a little bit because it just kind of looks cool. There's my other crab claw. 2 crab claws. Snap, 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 snap. All right, now what we're going to do is we need to glue them to Krabby. So the crab claws are going to get glued on the bottom of Krabby. So what you want to do is on your crab claw, just on one side of this paper. So on one side, put lots of glue. Use your glue stick, put a good amount of glue. Oh yeah, that's good. Good stuff. And you see, I'm going to go kind of under his eye, and I'm kind of going right where this curved part of my pot or my plate is. And I'm putting it right there. There's one. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Do some same thing. Okay, I'm going to put lots of glue. There we go. Now, was Sebastian in Little Mermaid? Is he a crab? No, he's a lobster, isn't he? He's a lobster. All right, now I'm going to do this the other thing. So right here, like again, right where it gets curvy, I'm just putting that crab claw. There we go. Look at that. You've got yourself a crab, and you've got yourself an octopus. You've got yourself something right. You got the ocean right here. Whoops. Hello. Hello. How are you? I don't know. How are you? Nice to see you. Do you eat octopus? No. Do you eat crab? No. Well, looks like they're going to be friends. All right. Again, you guys did amazing. I love your art as per usual. Do you love it? I do. Do you love them? I do. Okay. North Beach Seals, preschoolers everywhere, you did an amazing job. Next week, I think we might do something with bugs. That could be super fun. All right, have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the rain, get outside. Just have fun. And again, explore art. You've got lots of things to do. Draw, color, use chalk, use your imaginations. All right, see you guys later. Bye.